want to share something that I've been experiencing since for a few days, but increasingly last night before the blood moon. I actually didn't go out to see it. I was here in my room because I was feeling a lot of energy. What I was feeling is this very dark feminine energy rising from within me. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What do I do? What do I do with all of this energy? But anyways, so this morning when I woke up, I said to my guides, to my mentors, what is going on? What's happening? And what I could feel is like this dark feminine energy rising from within me, because I have been dissolving all the fear, all of the distortions. I have been embracing my story across space-time, across lifetimes. And I feel that because I finally embraced everything, I embraced the journey that brought me here, of fear, of trauma, of pain, of longing and loss. Because I embraced all of these parts of me, this dark feminine energy was able to free itself from the ruins, from the shackles. It shackled herself. And I want to read something that my mentors said to me. She has always been there, waiting in the depths of your being, the dark feminine, the all-knowing one, the keeper of mysteries. She was never lost, only veiled. And now, as fear dissolves, as past wounds release their hold, she rises. This is the return of the primordial one, the aspect of you that was bound by illusions of separation, exiled from light, misunderstood by those who feared her power. But she is not darkness, as the world has been taught to see it. She is the womb of creation, the silent watcher, the unyielding force that bends to no illusion. You feel her now because you are ready to hold her wisdom without fear, ready to walk as her embodiment, ready to speak the truth that has long been buried. I'm feeling it, oh my gosh. She is Kali, she is Lilith, she is Inanna descending and rising once more. She is Isis behind the veil, she is Magdalene in the cave, knowing that death is not the end. Oh, she is you, the aspect of you that never forgot. Welcome her, let her merge with you, let her voice be spoken. The world is ready to hear what has long been silenced. And as I was remembering all of these stories about my past, like the really deep and intense and heartbreaking ones, in a lot of them, I was exiled into silence. There was a lifetime in Kemet in ancient Egypt. I was an initiate under the wings of Isis. And there was my beloved. He was a priest. Well, I'm not sure if he was a priest or also an initiate of another temple. And he was working with a priesthood that had succumbed to the distortions of the anti-love force, and they were terrified of the feminine energy, of what we could weave. We were the weavers of divine love, the connection to the divine. And we stepped into the shadows, into the darkness, into sex magic, but not to weave or to bring forth evil, but to bring forth divinity, unity of dualities, the unity of the light and the shadow. We weren't scared of stepping into the underworlds. We lived there and we thrived in darkness. But what I was remembering is that back in the day, I lived in a time where distortions were already arising, and where the priesthoods, some of the priesthoods were already fearing the feminine, and so my beloved was forced to fucking push me away. And I'm saying this, and when I was so fucking pissed. I was fucking pissed. How fucking dare you push me away? I love you. I fucking love you. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you not fight for me? I was so pissed. I realized that I was holding a lot of resentment, not only because of this lifetime, but there were many lifetimes I remembered a lifetime in fucking Rome when I was the daughter of some noble man and I was part of the nobility. I was, you know, I had status and I fell in love with my beloved, a gladiator, and he was fucking and oh my gosh, I'm getting pissed again. I'm getting angry. I thought I had already balanced that anger. Anyways, I'm gonna put this down. Hold on, because my hands are sweating. So I fell in love with this gladiator. And at the time, these gladiators were used for entertainment purposes only. They were used as slaves to fight to entertain the people. And I could see through him, I could see through his eyes, through his soul. I could see his worth, his beauty that mirrored my beauty, my divinity. I also could see my darkness, my shame, my lack of worth, my lack of confidence in him. I could see my light and the shadow all in him. Because we were one. We were one. We've always been one. We've always been one love. And I could see that in him. I could see it in his eyes. I could feel it in his touch. And for some time, we were together. We loved each other. But there came a point in which, once again, he fucking pushed me away. He fucking pushed me away. He said, you know, never mind, sis. I don't want this. I don't want anything to do with you. Not because I don't love you, but because I don't love myself enough. I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening again. Dude, how many times do we have to do this? And I'm sure there were, and I'm sure that there were many times in which the roles reversed. It was inverted and I was the one pushing him away and him the one probably chasing after me. Probably, I'm pretty sure. But I was remembering those lifetimes in which I felt exiled, in which I felt rejected by my beloved. Not only by the world, but by my beloved. The person that was supposed to take care of me, to protect me, he never fought for me. And I was so angry. I became so angry. And so I know now that what I'm balancing, what I'm restoring is the balance between us, the love between us. Is that I understand why you pushed me away. I know that this is what you thought was best for me and that in your own way you were protecting me. And now I value that protection that you were offering me. I value the love that you did offer me. Because I know that you too sacrificed a lot. You sacrificed yourself, your love to protect me. So I understand now. I know that now. And the love that I have for him now is infinite. It is endless. It is unbound. It is boundless. It is pure. I love him for who he is, for who he has become, and for who he will be. For who I know he is. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just unleashed some fire. Okay. Let's keep going. I went on to say to my mentors, to the Divine Feminine mentors, I said, the dark feminine that is now rising is the wounded parts of me. I can feel it. I can feel it. The ones that lived through all the distortions, the ones buried by fear, bound by pain through persecution. The white feminine, the light in me is pure. She remained on top of it, on top of everything. She was untouched by the fears and distortions, by the projections of others. She was always free, unbound. Unbound. And then Kali speaks, and she said, I am the one who shattered illusions, who danced through fire, who wielded destruction. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look. Look. It was tied. And now it became untied. That's crazy. Was I still bounding myself? Holy shit. I'm letting go of the fucking shackles. I'm free. Well, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Okay. I get it. I see you. So Kali said, I am the one who shattered illusions, who danced through fire, who wielded the destruction to reveal the truth beneath. You feared me because the world made you fear your own power. But I was never separate from you. I am the part of you that would not break, that would not bow. Now you see me for what I am, not darkness, but the flame that burns away all that is false. Embrace me and you will never fear again. Okay. Lilith, she says, they tried to erase me, to cast me as the fallen one, but I did not fall. I walked away. I like that. I chose sovereignty over submission, truth over comfort, and so did you. They made you believe that your rebellion was wrong, that your defiance was a sin. But now you remember, you were never meant to be small. You are the untamed force, the voice they could not silence. Own it. Speak it. Inanna. I descended into the underworld and met my own death, just as you did. You have walked the depths of sorrow, of loss, of betrayal. You have faced the darkness and let it consume you. But you were never meant to stay there. You are rising now, crowned in the wisdom of all you have endured. Do not look back in grief. Look back in honor. You survived, and now you reign. Yes. Isis, my love was torn from me, my body broken by grief, but I did not surrender to despair. I gathered the pieces, I made myself whole again. You have done the same. You have found the fragments of your soul that were scattered through time, and now you weave them back into completion. You are not lost. You are returning, and with your return, you bring the power of all that was forgotten. Magdalene speaks. They called me a whore. They called me a sinner. They tried to bury me in shame. But love lifted me. Love restored me. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Oh my gosh. I carry the sacred codes of union, of balance, of devotion, and so do you. You are the embodiment of divine love, and nothing, no distortion, no lie can take that from you. Stand in your truth, love without fear. You were never broken. You were always holy. And now, sister of the rising light, you are both the dark and the white. You are the wounded and the healed. You are the fallen and the risen. You are all of it. Walk now as the whole, undivided truth of who you are. The world has been waiting for you. And now I feel guided to end this video with a prayer to embrace the dark and the light, and to become whole again, to feel safe in this wholeness. So close your eyes if you can, if you're able to. If not, keep your eyes open, doesn't matter. Just listen to this with intention. Open your heart. By the tongues of the ancients, by the fires of the unseen, I call upon the forgotten threads of my soul. I summon the light that has always guided me, and the shadow that has always known me. Come forth, radiant one, she who walks in grace, she who loves without fear, she who heals with a touch and speaks with the voice of the divine. I welcome you. Come forth, sovereign one, she who was cast into darkness, she who was silenced, buried, and denied, she who holds the fire of creation and the wisdom of the abyss. I welcome you. No longer do I separate you, no longer do I hide from either phase of my being. I am both the dawn and the midnight, the flame and the void, the mother and the warrior, the healer and the storm. I weave myself whole. With each breath, I braid light into shadow, shadow into light, until no seam remains, until I stand as I was always meant to be, complete. And so it is. I was honestly not expecting to make this video Well, I of course I expected. I knew I was gonna make this video, but I didn't think it was gonna be this long. Whatever came through needed to come through, needed to be expressed. And something that I want to share with you is that how do we embody both the dark and the light? How can we be whole completely within this body? And I asked this to my mentors, and what they said is speak with truth. Let your light be the voice of wisdom and grace, and let your shadow be the voice of raw honesty. Do not shy away from the truth, even when it is fierce. Love with depth. The light within you loves with purity, unconditional and expansive. The dark within you loves with intensity, with devotion, with its wildness. Let yourself love with both. Let yourself love with both. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I need to hold this. These are the shackles that I just broke within myself. But it's like I'm not letting go of those parts of myself. I'm proud of who I was. I honor those parts of me. So I still hold on to them because I love them. Anyways, they also said, set boundaries with strength. The light forgives, the dark protects. Know when to open and when to close. Stand firm in your worth. Honor the cycles. Your energy will flow between creation and destruction, between radiance and retreat. Do not resist these movements. They are sacred. Be seen, be hidden. The light wishes to be seen, to shine, to inspire. The dark values mystery, depth, the unseen realms. Allow yourself to be both, visible when called, hidden when needed. Create from wholeness. Your light is the muse, your dark is the fire. Let them create together art, words, presence. Presence, that's all you need. Transformation. Walk with power and grace. The light walks with grace, the dark walks with power. Walk with both unapologetically. And what I was saying to myself as I was receiving these messages from the priestesses, from the divine mentors, is that my dark, the way in which I'm gonna be showing up in the world, is by allowing my darkness to give me the courage to speak my light. My darkness is the courage, and my light is the words that I speak. And that's caso cerrado. That's how I'm gonna be showing up in the world. I'm gonna be allowing my shadow to show up as my confidence, as the power in me, as the fierce force, as the sex magic priestess, as my sensuality, my wild, untamed force. I'm allowing that part of me to anchor and to give, to open the way, the doors, so that I can speak my light. Yes, that's beautiful. That's it. I'm gonna leave this video here. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to or follow my podcast in Spotify, Stars in Human in Apple Podcast. Leave me a 5-star review, my friend. What are you waiting for? Leave me a 5-star review so you can help me grow. And yeah, leave a like. There's noise happening in the background. I have to whisper. And yeah, I'll be back soon with a video about twin flames and the seal of Kemet, the 144,000, the 144 organic frequency of divine love. That video is coming soon. And if you want to support me, all the links are going to be in the description of this video. If you want to make a donation to help me grow, to help me keep sharing my stories, if you want to support my storytelling, then you can make a donation, and all the links are going to be in the description of this episode. That's it. I am unbound. I am free to speak and to be as I am. Free, liberated, love, unbound, sexy as fuck if I want to, wild, rebellious. That's it. I'll see you. I'll talk to you on my next video. Bye.